Good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime News here on MTV Sports. You're here with me, Natasha Disanaika. Let's start off with a look at your headlines. 8 Sri Lankans injured in an accident on an expressway in India. Postal voting commences. 7 G8 countries warn Russia to hold the invasion of Crimea. Battle of the Blues between Royal College and St. Thomas's College commences at SSC grounds. Moving on to your stories in detail now. 2 out of 8 Sri Lankans who sustained injuries in a bus accident which occurred along the Yamuna Expressway in India have been released from hospital. The accident occurred when the bus in which the Sri Lankans were travelling collided with a truck.
8 Sri Lankans were injured in an accident that occurred along the Yamuna Expressway in India. India media reports also stated that the injured victims have been admitted to the hospital while one woman's condition is critical. According to the media report, the Sri Lankans had arrived in New Delhi 8 days ago.
The bus was travelling from Agra to New Delhi. No casualties were reported. 2 of them who sustained severe injuries are currently receiving treatment at a medical centre, while 3 or 4 persons who sustained very minor injuries continued on their pilgrimage.
Moving on, postal voting for the Western and Southern Provincial Council polls are currently underway. The Election Secretariat noted that state officials will not be allowed to serve as election observers in their own institutions.
A release issued by Elections Commissioner Mahinda Deshapriya notes that voters should have the opportunity to cast their vote independently without any pressure or fear. Certifying officers, voters, monitoring officials appointed by the returning officers, election observers and representatives of political parties are the only individuals who are allowed to remain in the election centre. Police media spokesperson SSP Ajit Rohana notes that a special security plan is in place for today as postal voting is taking place today. Meanwhile, Elections Commissioner Mahinda Deshapriya notes that posters and illegal election officers of candidates would be taken down irrespective of who they belong to. When inquired about the matter, Deshapriya notes that he had received complaints of such election officers constructed by both members of the government and opposition. The Elections Commissioner reiterated that all parties are aware of the steps that need to be carried out in maintaining an election office, adding that it is illegal to display posters and cutouts in abandoned plots of land.
Still in local news, Army Commander Lieutenant Colonel Daya Ratnayaka says that steps have been taken to stage a musical performance to collect funds for permanently disabled war heroes of the Sri Lanka Army. The event is being organized by the Seva Vanita unit of the Sri Lanka Army as a tribute to veteran Sri Lankan musician Dr. Pandit W. Amaradeva.
During a media briefing held yesterday, the Army Commander revealed that the musical show will feature performances from a number of prominent artists as well as individuals from various walks of life.
අපි විශේෂයෙන් මේ තුලින් බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා හමුදාවට පමණක් නෙවෙයි
Through this event, we hope to set an example not only to the army, we want to set an example to the entire country. Art is something that is in the soldiers' blood, else we won't be able to maintain an orchestra of 125 members. If we consider the expenses, it will be substantial. That is why we want to showcase it as a special talent.
The Minister of Economic Development, Basil Rajapaksa, notes that development, which was earlier limited to cities, are now reaching the villages. He made this statement during an event held to bless the Seruvavila Pradesh Sabha building to the public.
Comforts that were earlier limited to the cities are now being experienced in the villages as well. This public service came about as a result of the Puranagama program initiated by the Minister of Economic Development under the auspices of the President. The Mahinda Chintana policy framework was created bearing the people's issues in mind. We can fearlessly say that the Mahinda Chintana framework is being praised even by Western countries that oppose us.
The state of Uttar Pradesh Sabha building, which was constructed at a cost of 40 million rupees, was vested in the public yesterday. A group including Deputy Minister of Economic Development Susanta Punchinirame was also present at the occasion. Meanwhile, a vacation home and a children's park constructed at a cost of 17 million rupees was also declared open by Minister Basil Rajapaksa.
The Ministry of Health organized a special program today in lieu of World Glaucoma Day under the patronage of Health Minister Maithripala Sirisena.
The Ministry of Health has declared a National Glaucoma Week until the 16th of March to coincide with World Glaucoma Day, which was marked yesterday. The event commemorating World Glaucoma Day commenced at the National Eye Hospital in Colombo. The vitreoretinal unit of the eye hospital was declared open by the Minister of Health. Subsequently, a march was held to mark World Glaucoma Day with the participation of the Minister of Health.
Moving on, 9 ambulances equipped with modern facilities were handed over to the hospitals of the North Central Province today. The ambulances were handed over under the auspices of Chief Minister of the North Central Province, S.M. Ranjit.
Our correspondent reported that these ambulances are equipped with facilities available at the intensive care unit. 5 ambulances were provided to hospitals of the Anuradhapura district, while 4 ambulances were provided to hospitals in the Polonnaru district. These ambulances are valued at 100 million rupees. Health Ministers of the North Central Province H.B. Sen Singh also participated in the event organized by the Provincial Health Department to distribute ambulances.
And finally, in local news, a private bus driver and a bus conductor have been arrested over suspicions of marijuana dealing. Police stated that interrogations revealed that the suspects had been involved in the act for a period of time.
Police officers managed to arrest the suspects based on a tip-off received last evening. It has also been revealed that the suspects have sold around 30 packets of marijuana on a daily basis. The suspects served on a bus operating along the Kandy-Dunhinda route. Police stated that the bus driver and the conductor, who are under police custody, will be produced before the Kandy magistrate today.
Starting off with your headlining sports story, the 135th Battle of the Blues is currently underway at the SSC grounds between Royal College Colombo and St. Thomas's College Mount Lavinia. Now batting first, the Royalists were at 52 for the loss of 5 wickets in 26 overs at lunch.
The Battle of the Blues dates back to 1880 and has been equally won by both the Royalists and the Thomians 34 times. St. Thomas College won the toss, decided to field first. The Thomians are led by Madhushan Ravichandra Kumar. Shamin the Dias and D. Sharpanratna opened the innings for Royal College Colombo. The lads from Mount Lavinia struck 2 quick blows early on the day, dismissing Shamindra Dias for a run, while Hasit Samar Singh only managed to score 8 runs.
And that concludes our lunchtime news bulletin here on MTV Sports. Do stay tuned for live at 55 updates coming to you throughout the day. I'm Natasha Disanaika for Newsfirst.
Hotline 0114